What's up everyone? So today is our last day before we fly out to the US to Long Beach, which is next weekend. Hard to believe how quick it's after actually all coming around. Like it seemed, it was just a couple of months ago when we were putting all of this together and there was no third car, there was no anything. And everyone has been working so hard to make this dream become a reality, and now it's the time. Last week I actually flew out to North Carolina to meet the team, and we met up with Chelsea and Adam and met Vaughn there as well, and the whole entire crew. It was very good to spend a lot of time with the guys and get to know everyone a little bit better before we crack straight into competition next weekend. Unfortunately my car wasn't yet finished because the team have had a serious undertaking to build a brand new car on a very short timeline, so the car wasn't ready, but I still wanted to go. Vaughn gave me the opportunity to come out and just hang out with everyone, so I grabbed that with both hands and spent a lot of time with the whole crew and the mechanics, just spending time with even their cars and looking around everything and just seeing how wildly different these cars are compared to what I'm used to. So it's very beneficial to have good times there with all of the guys and the crew. After the guys have tested in VIR, I drove down to North Carolina to the RTR lab and managed to check out the car, and it was really cool to see. So first, I think the first ever right-hand drive Mustang built in the USA, and it's insane that it's all been done for me to go over there and drive that in Formula Drift Long Beach. So I'm super grateful. I know the team have been absolutely working day and night. So huge thanks to everybody that really put in a lot of effort to get the cars to the finish line. And last night the car was fired up, dynoed, and now it's already on its way to Long Beach. So it's yeah, it was definitely down to the wire. I'm flying out tomorrow. We're going to be planning to release the car over the weekend. Probably more details on that on social as we're getting closer, and testing next week. We have media day on Tuesday and then straight into the competition Friday and Saturday. So a lot to get used to, but yeah, I'm excited for the challenge. So here we have a little test version. We're back on the simulator, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to spend a bit of time on the sim. Here we have a test version of the actual right-hand drive RTR Mustang. We didn't want to really give away the livery or give away too much, so we're going to use that today, do some laps and get the feel of it. So what I was actually thinking of doing was I have Watergrass Hill downloaded on a set of course, so do a few laps like I'd normally do before testing my own cars in Europe. So bring it to my local track in Watergrass Hill for some fun, do a few laps there, and then bring it straight to Long Beach and see how it goes there. So what's really cool is I've been working with Hayden at RTR, who's a graphic designer and also spends a lot of time on the simulators and setting these cars up to get them as realistic as possible. So he made this car for me. It's right-hand drive, very similar to what we'll be actually using, and sequential gearbox as well. So that's really exciting for the first time RTR have used sequential, and I'm excited to get the feel of that next week with the crazy V8. In general, what's been really useful for me on the sim is a few days ago, I was talking to Vaughn, and the right-hand drive steering rack they're using in my car is a much quicker ratio than the other cars. So what I was able to do was simulate that on the simulator. So it's just over 2 turns lock to lock. Quite sensitive, but it could work out in our favour during the season because the cars require a lot of steering input to keep them stable and under control. So I'm very excited to use it here now in a second, show you guys, and also in reality, which is going to be the real tester. So it's all happening, but let's jump on the sim, let's go for a spin and take you guys through it. Yeah, so here we have the car. You can see it right-hand drive and RY45 V8, and it's done really well. Like, all the crash frame is all the same. It's Hayden did a great job replicating this. So the rear frame is also very similar. So yeah, let's go take it for a spin in Watergrass Hill. I love this track. Home. So yeah, you can actually see the car clearer there, the right-hand drive, and roll cage is the same as it is in reality, so it's really cool. So here we have the setup. I've been playing with this car a little bit. and played around with a few things to have the ratio and the power as close to reality as possible, even though I haven't driven the car yet. But I'm guessing this is what it's going to be like. So let's go for a spin in Watergrass Hill. This is really cool because this is like my home track. Yeah, so you probably would have seen me drive here a lot in the past, so let's go for a spin. I would love to drive a Mustang in Watergrass Hill. It's only 20 minutes from where I live and everything looks the same. I only downloaded this track a few minutes ago, so haven't done many laps in the game, but it's really cool. So as I said, this is going to be the car, ride and drive, sequential transmission, hydraulic handbrake and all that kind of same orientation. Obviously I'm going to have doors, and other change compared to Chelsea and Adam as well is that we'll have windows. That's the plan anyway. We'll be running windows on the side because I like to drive with my visor wide open. I just, for some reason, trust what I see way more when the visor is open instead of looking through a visor, but that's just a personal thing. So, okay, let's go for a test lap around Watergrass Hill. Love how it sounds. So second gear in the hairpins. Up the third out of the transition. Yeah, the car is not easy to drive in a sim, but it's fast for sure. And what I really like as well is that we've managed to get it to feel quite similar. So the car needs quite a lot of steering input, so I can kind of practice my hand techniques to hopefully be driving the car with a similar style. So you're just using your hands a bit more than you would be as normal, but that's potentially something that we will be adjusting as the season goes on. Okay, not too bad. A couple of laps of Watergrass Hill. Yeah, let's see how it looks on the replay. That's the car officially working, so we can go to Long Beach after this. Up the main straight. I love how it sounds in the front even. I'm so excited to drive this car in real life. I love it, the three-wheel motion coming around the last corner and a 360 to finish it off. Okay, so here we have the car at the streets of Long Beach, again in our test form. As I said, I'm super excited for the next days coming. We have a hell of a lot going on. It's a very, very busy week, but I'm excited to... the dream is finally coming to reality, so I think it's cool to do a bit of sim driving before we jump on that plane tomorrow morning and go off on our next adventure. So, man, I can't even imagine, like when I was driving here earlier, doing a few laps, I just can't even imagine how it's going to feel to line up at the start line in this car just next weekend, battling all the FD drivers again in something totally new team, new car, new setup, new everything. So I know it's going to be a lot to get used to, but I'm super optimistic and positive that all of the team are going to be doing their very best to give me a great car. Like getting to know all of the team over the last couple of months, talking with them as they're going through the car build and seeing the hours they put in, especially when it's been coming down to the last couple of weeks between all of the cars. It's been insane to see how motivated they are, and you know, they're not just mechanics, they're passionate, they're invested deep in this too. So it's really cool to see, and I can't wait to get to know everybody a lot more over the season and just be on another crazy adventure. It's yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to do this, and just have to keep chasing those dreams. So anything is possible. If you told me 10 years ago that I'd be driving a brand new Ford Mustang at the streets of Long Beach in 2023, I wouldn't have believed you. So it's you just have to keep chasing those dreams and never give up. And whatever it is, if it's not drifting, if it's another motorsport or anything you do any day of the week, you just have to yeah, if you believe in yourself and are motivated and work hard enough, you can really make things happen. So anyway, less of me talking. Let's go for a lap around Long Beach. I'm sure if I drifted the pits like this, our good buddy Andy wouldn't be too happy with us. Okay, so again, big thanks to Digital Motorsports for supplying this simulator a good couple of years ago during COVID. We're working on a new sim at the moment that we're going to be basing somewhere else, which I'll talk more about in the future. Yeah, we're changing a few things around, but this one still works great, and it's unreal to be able to drive the likes of the RTR Mustang in the streets of Long Beach. It's great to get this track back into my head. It's not exactly the same, but it's really close in terms of the reference points and things like that. So another interesting thing is the sequential gearbox in the Mustang is geared at the moment exactly the same as like Chelsea and Adam's car. So they always take off in second gear from the start line. First gear is more of a gear for saving the clutches when you're in around the pits and maneuvering very slowly, loading on the trailers, things like that. So you just get a bit more life out of the clutch. So you have to remember to take off in second gear, then they shift third and fourth, and they drift most of the corners in fourth gear, and if you're slowing down, you're just dropping one gear down into third. So I have the gearing quite similar to where it works here nice in Long Beach, and yeah, let's go for a lap. So second gear, through the chicane, third, fourth. I'm actually happy with that run for my first lap. It's not my first lap today, but it's my first lap with the cameras on. Do I have that camera recording? Oh, that's the question. Yeah. Okay, so I forgot to have. I forgot that this camera wasn't recording, but I was very happy with that lap. Let's just check it out on the replay. Here we go. Oh. Alright, a bit of fiberglass damage. So I went to too much angle after the outer zone. But in general, not a bad first lap. If I do that in my first lap next week at Media Day, I'll be one happy man. But right, let's try again. So yeah, I had too much angle on, so I think that's a touch and go. The first wall is a touch and go, I think. The second is a zone, third is a zone, and then there's a touch and go on the outside wall before you wrap into the inner cliff. So right, let's see if we can do another good one. Third, fourth. Clutch handbrake on the power, bit of left foot braking. Okay, nice. Not bad. Love how it sounds. So let's check it out. Nice. The flags are in the way there. Bit wide of the inner clip. So we can go back and see the outer zone. Right. Here we go. Oh. Right, let's see how that looked. That was sketchy. Okay. Nice in the first zone. Nice. I hit this one, so it's a bit of a correction. Okay, that was a good run. Coming in through here was a bit nuts. Oh my god. Okay, I think that's a good way to end it. Again, sorry Andy for going a bit crazy in the pits, but we won't do that in reality. So some things about the sim world you can get away with. So there we have it. Next stop, Long Beach. Hope you enjoyed the video. Something a bit different. Keep an eye out on everything over the next few days because it's about to get really busy. We got a lot going on, and there's going to be a lot of different content between Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, with everything that's happening. So can't wait to show you all the livery of the car, and the design, the bodywork, the way it's all come out is absolutely crazy. So yeah, see you guys in a few days, and hope you enjoyed it. Chat to you then. Take care.